Hi, this is Jim Cramer, founder of TheStreet.com, talking to Dan Dicker, our energy expert. Dan, you know, every day I'm on with David Faber in the morning, and we've been puzzling over the activism in this sector, whether it be, frankly, whether it be Transocean with Icahn, or whether it be this Singer, this Elliott Management with Hess. Anything to do with either?
Well, I think what's happening is that you have a sector, the energy sector, that's underperformed in 2012, and it's starting to get a little bit better in 2013. And I think investors are getting restless about that because we have a very relatively high crude price. I mean, we're still looking at global prices.
Even if the inventories were too high.
Oh, yeah, but we still have a global price that's well over $100 a barrel, and that historically should mean that the energy companies are minting money, and I think the investors and shareholders are getting a little bit sore that they're not collecting the kind of money based on this that they can. So what they're asking for is they're asking for this kind of divestiture and restructuring and share buyback and dividends that this kind of high share price will allow. And if they're not getting it from the corporates by themselves, if they're not getting it from the people who are running the company, then you're going to get these activists who are going to run and enforce them at the at the point of a sword.
More room for Hess to run 72. There is.
Oh, Paul Singer is a genius, and not only as a hedge fund manager, but his other battle besides Hess is with the government of Argentina, trying to get his par back on his bonds from the crisis in the 90s, and he hasn't given up the ghost on this. He's unbelievably diligent about these kinds of things. I think he's going to win at Hess. He's going to get his people on the board, including his guys on the board. And I think that they're going to force them to divest out their trading assets, their terminal assets, their refining assets, become a focused E&P company, and at some of the parts, the stock will go higher.
How much?
Oh, I think it's got another $12
really?
Once he gets his way, and it's already run about 10.
And it used to be that high. Okay, that's a great idea. How about Transocean?
Yeah, again, I think Icahn will get his way. Again, he's looking for them to increase the dividend, and that will, and they have, it's a cash machine, and to not invest as much capex into new rigs and to try and deliver back what has been some of that share money of what has been a heating up kind of deep sea drilling environment.
Well, let me just ask you, because Steffi and I own, for my charitable trust, we own Ensco and we own Occidental. Cheap stuff?
Oxy is the one that I would avoid. It's the one that is not following the restructuring theme, and it's doing it at what I think is a very high valuation. So it's the one that I would tend to
you
avoid.
And I disagree, but that's okay.
No, that's what makes a horse race.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I would prefer myself. I would prefer NOV personally. In the game we used to call NOV no other vendor. That's how we used to
I know they keep missing. Pete Miller keeps missing. One last thing while we're at it. $11 billion raised by Petrobras. Who do they immediately contract with?
Yeah, Chevron has been their partner for a very, very long time there. And but again, Petrobras is not one that I want anything to do with.
No, but I'm saying that they'll spend that money. So who are the drillers?
Well,
who's going to get those?
They've actually spent their own money building their own rigs, but I think Transocean is obviously the choice. They're the ones with the biggest. I mean, they're dealing with in the Frada. They're dealing with some of the deepest water, most difficult drilling operations there. It'll be rig and it'll be Halliburton.
Rigs still have to worry. Have to worry about any litigation exposure we pass.
Absolutely, but I think that their risks are going down by the day. I think that the judge in New Orleans is, in fact, pretty sympathetic to Transocean at this point.
That's what I understand, too.
And so I think that their liability is decreasing by the day, but there's still some.
Okay, so we've got Transocean seems pretty attractive, and Hess seems attractive. Thank you so much, Dan Dicker. This is Jim Cramer. Come back to us.